Hello everybody, my name is Lionel and welcome to Cafe Crush. This is a Red Room style visual novel where you meet a guy at a cafe and apparently he's got other plans for you other than adult fun time. So hey, let's get right into it, shall we? What is your name? My name is Lionel. Finally, the weekend. I've been hearing about this new cafe that's been opened up recently all over social media, and I'm finally able to see what all the excitement is about. At first glance, it looks like any other generic cafe with a name like coffee shop. Yeah, it's still very modern in design. As I approached the building, I didn't notice the body rushing out of the doors. Whoa, sorry, didn't see you walking out. No, should have seen you. You okay? Here, I'll get out of your way. As I begin to take a step aside, the man would stop me. Actually, can I ask you a couple of questions? What for? The man pulls out a badge from the inside of his jacket, showing it to me for a split second before putting it back. I'm Detective Jordan Sweeney, and I'm working on a case right now. Have you seen a man covered in scars around here? Pale with red hair, 6 feet, early 30s. Jeez, he sounds pretty serious. Nah, I can't say I have, officer. Please, call me Jordan. Dad, I can't say I've seen a guy like that, Jordan. Jordan lets out a disappointed sigh, shaking his head to the side a bit. Alright then. Jordan reaches into his jacket and pulls out a card. It's pretty fancy. It's got his name and his number listed along with a local police office logo. Make sure to call me if you see anyone that fits the description. He's a very dangerous man. Yeah, I'll make sure to call. Thanks for telling me. All the day's work. And with that, Jordan swiftly walks around me and leaves to his car. Wonder what that was all about. Whatever. Coffee time! The interior is decorated nicely and there seems to be a lot of customers right now. And there's only one person working the register too. Damn, they didn't anticipate the popularity. Should have hired more people. Poor them. All I can do now is simply stand in line and wait for my turn. Hi there, welcome to Cupid's Cafe. What can I get you? Seems really busy here today. Yeah, but it's definitely worth the pay. Even though it seemed like they were overloaded with customers, the barista looked pretty chipper. Customer service. You have an idea of what you'd like? Well, honestly, I'll go for a caramel latte. I could always go for a caramel latte. Can I get a caramel latte? That's gonna be $4.95. Gotcha. I pull out my credit card and pay for my drink. Kind of excited, not gonna lie. After paying, I slip my credit card back into my wallet. Thank you. Of course. I'll call out your drink name when it's ready for you. I go sit in an available seat, waiting patiently for my drink to be called out. Caramel latte! That's me! I get up and walk over to the counter area, grabbing my drink and going back to my spot before anyone else could take it. As I sit down and take a sip from my drink, already wanting to try it and see what makes this place so special. Wait a second, this is actually really good. As I sip from my drink, I pull up my phone and mindlessly scroll through various social media apps I've stockpiled on my phone. Black coffee, s'il vous plaît. Whoa. I hear a croaky voice, thick with a French accent that caught my attention. I peek up from my phone to see where the voice might have been coming from. That's the dude. Kinda looks like the guy that Jordan described earlier. Did he just see me? I nervously take another sip from my drink, not noticing the man walk over to me. What'd you say? Oh my god! I look up and the man was standing in front of the table with a smile. I'm sorry for staring. I didn't mean to. Don't worry. It's inevitable. I don't let it get to me anymore. Also, don't ask me why I'm giving him the straight voice. Let's see. Compliment or ask about the scars? I guess I will compliment. They look really cool. Gives you a little character. You're definitely right about that. He's supposed to have a thick French accent, and I'm giving him a southern accent. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Chris, by the way. I'm Lionel. You're like the third Chris I've simmed to this week. We both shake hands as he takes a nearby chair and pulls it out underneath him, sitting down with me. Lionel. That's a wonderful name. Thank you. Well, I will ask you about your work. Well, we work. I work as a photographer and film director, actually. What kind of stuff do you film? I prefer filming or photographing large or small events, especially the genuine emotion that people show when they're suddenly captured in a moment of time, completely encasing every emotion and feeling on their person. You're sounding a lot like me, my dude. Oh, wow, that's actually really deep, is it? Just see it as a casual hobby. Well, yeah, I just never thought of it that way. Yeah, well, black coffee. Sounds like my drink is ready. He'll be right back. As Chris leaves to go pick up his drink, I'm left by myself for a moment. Honestly, I don't know why Jordan seemed so worried about this guy. Chris didn't seem dangerous. He just looked dangerous, but he could avoid that. Hey, is it okay if we take this outside? Yeah, I don't mind. Perfect. I get up from my seat and follow Chris outside, taking my drink with me. What did you want to talk about? Actually, I had a question for you. Yeah? Would you want to go back to my place on prayer? What? Like right now? It sounds pretty forward, doesn't it? You're telling me? Jeez. I mean, could be fun. Going with him will lead to my death. I'm gonna go with... What happens if I don't go with him? I feel like I have some sense of self-preservation today. No way does this man think I'm gonna go home with him. Considering we just met Chris, yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on that for now. My dude, understandable. Oh, he took that surprisingly well. Really? Of course. And it was a little forward of me to ask, but I figure I must well try. Yeah, I could give him my number at least. That'd be nice. Chris smiles as he takes out his phone from his back pocket and hands it to me. Handing Chris my own phone, I take his and input my number in. After the exchange, I smile up at Chris. I'll message you later then, yeah? I can't wait, mon chéri. It'd be a couple of weeks after meeting Chris at a cafe. We occasionally message each other, but it honestly felt like I was initiating a lot of our conversations. Eventually, he'd either leave me unread or respond with one-word messages until he just stopped messaging me back. I survived! Oh, but y'all didn't want to see that. Y'all did not want to see me survive. Y'all want to see me suffer. So, hey, let's get back right into it. All right, let's get right into death, shall we? Let's go! Sure, why not? God, son bien. I can take it right now. It's not that bad of a drive either. Okay. The drive there wasn't so bad. It was fairly nice, pretty quiet too. There were a lot of trees after we left the cafe, which sparked a question in my head. What's your place like? You know what? I'm actually gonna try to see if I can do the Lafayette accent. Nothing bad. I sort of live off the grid. It helps with actually getting peace and quiet. It's a cabin that I refurbished too. It's not much, but it's definitely home to me. For some reason, I went Serbian. Frick, I'm gonna go back to salad. That's interesting. Don't worry. Not a psychopath or anything. That's what you say! Did he think that would help ease my nerves? It didn't. In fact, it got me a bit more excited, if you all know what I mean. Alright. Chris will pull up his car close to the cabin, stopping it before unbuckling a seatbelt. At first glance, it seems like any ordinary cabin. It was simplistic and looked like it was well taken care of. Here she is. Nothing too special. Chris let me inside. The living area was pretty roomy. A lot of space available. But it had a nice modern touch to it. See? Not too shabby, oui? Yeah, it's very simple. Not a bad way, though. No worries at all. Would you like a drink to help settle your nerves? Something about me must have tipped Chris off that I was still nervous. One drink couldn't hurt, though. That's gonna get you killed, my boy. Yeah, this sounds good right now. I'll get one ready for you, then. As Chris got my drink ready, I take a little time to myself to look around more. I noticed a small table in the corner of the room. It looked a little out of place. Hey, Chris, what's the table for? Table? The one in the corner? That one's for decoration. It doesn't have much use other than flair. Yeah, makes sense, I guess. I'm not gonna question the murder table. Something about it felt a little off. Here, you drink. I take the drink from Chris, sipping at it almost immediately. Oh my god, like, you just asking to die, my dude. The slight burn going down my throat felt so nice. God, thank you for this. I guess I was just a little tense. I never really went to someone's house after meeting them for not even like a full day. Really? Well, there's a first time for everything, right? I guess you're right. I take another sip of my drink, already feeling the effects of the alcohol rush through my body. You doing okay, ma pro? Huh? It takes a moment for me to process what Chris had asked, the French speech throwing me off. I asked if you were okay. Yeah. Fine. I think I'm just enjoying this drink a little too much, you know? Chris lets out a chuckle at it. God, I swear my face turns red from hearing that. Why don't we go sit on the couch? Oh my god, is this where the casting starts? Oh, you're gonna make me famous, Chris. That'd be nice, actually. Chris and I would talk for what felt like forever. He would sip a few French words here and there, so I didn't understand what he was saying. However, he would keep calling me ma proye. As we talked, I would finish my drink. My body feels warm and fuzzy from the influence the drink had. You seem a little tipsy. You right? Huh? I feel my body sway a bit, my hand resting on Chris's thigh. Yeah, I'm good. Are you? Chris's voice was low, rasping a bit as he spoke. The sound in his voice would send chills down my spine as I leaned closer to him. Uh-huh. I will... should I reassure him? I will indulge. Maybe it was the alcohol, but God, did Chris look incredibly hot. With a small bit of liquid courage, I rub over Chris's thigh, looking over with glint laced with lust. Yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good right now. My hand will slightly rub over his closed thigh, watching as his face contorts to a twist of surprise before relaxing with a smirk. His hand reaches to rub softly under my chin, pushing my head up to look at him as he speaks. Why don't we take this back to the bedroom? Right behind you. And of course, we are going to be skipping the scene. If y'all want to see the naughty scene, of course, hey, just head on over to my Patreon. It's gonna be right there, alright? Of course, it's 18 plus only, so... But then again, it's likely you're 18 and above if you do have access to your own credit card, okay? Anyway, let's get right into it. Let's get you cleaned up, Lionel. Once Chris had finished wiping me down and helping me get dressed back in my shirt and underwear, he walked over to the bedroom door and leaned against it. You want a glass of water? I like that. I get off the bed and soft grunt, only to be stopped by Chris. I'll get one for you. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, Chris. I mean, you go ahead, do your thing. Just don't slip anything in there, okay? Look, whatever you want to do, I'm all for it. I will wait patiently for Chris, sitting myself back down on his bed. I could hear him getting a glass ready for me in the kitchen. Damn, this place really isn't soundproof. He's taking a while. Chris! You there? Yeah, don't worry. Here you go. Thank you. I take the water and sip from it, scrunching my eyebrows since I noticed there was a slight funky taste. Do you get your own water here, or... Ah! A sudden sharp pain would shoot through my muscles, my body getting intensely hot as I feel my fingertips go numb. Are you alright? Yeah, my heart rate would increase significantly as I try to move my body, immediately feeling overwhelmed. No. What was it? I can feel my body getting heavy as it slowly began to shut down, my speech blurring as a result. Before I could realize what was happening, I collapsed. Oh god, I don't know why I'm going like extra for this. I wake up with a horrible headache, my body aching has set up from wherever I was laying down by now. What the frick? It reeked in here! The stench of mold, copper, and cheap Lysol invading my nostrils. Across from where I sat, I could see a table with shelves. There were 2 computers, a couple movie industry-looking cameras, lights, and a couple of boxes strewn about the table. My God, Chris is loaded! My eyes wandered from the table and back to where I sat. I was laying in a horribly stained mattress. Several metal springs poking out of the fabric as I noticed a cuff clamped tightly around my ankle. What the frick? The sound of a metal door creaking open would interrupt my thoughts. Bonjour, sleepyhead. Oh my freaking gosh! You drugged me! Good critical thinking skills, mon broyer. Chris sounds so different. Ah, screw off! Are you offering? Yes! Gosh darn it! I can't believe this! I'm such an idiot for going home with him! I should have listened to Jordan! Can't believe I thought Chris was innocent! Why am I here? What is this place? It's just a basement. You recall a small table upstairs? Yeah? There's a rug underneath covering the trapdoor leading down here. Oh, of course. What do you want to do to me? I'm going to break you. Oh, alright, that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna die out here. I bring my knees close to my chest, holding them tight as I bury my face into my knees. Why? Why me? My eyes start to swell up with tears, my body shaking as I hear Chris walk around the basement. I didn't bother looking up until I hear a light tapping noise. I could see Chris type away on one of his computers, going over to the ring light and flicking it on. What are you going to do to me? Huh? What did you say? I said, what are you going to do to me? I'm getting my setup ready. Setup? How do you think I get money? Ah! Oh God! I've told you I dabble in filmography and such. Ah! It's kinda hot! I watched Chris walk back to the table, go into a large box and rummaging through it. He would pull out what looks like a plain, thick, braided rope made of twine. You know, you're not the first to tell me that. Those words sent horrific chills down my spine, knowing there were others before me. How many people did he unalive? Maintenant, soyez une bonne petite proie et restez aziz. I didn't understand a freaking word Chris said to me. With the tone of his voice, I wouldn't object as he squatted close to me and began to tie my wrists together. The rope definitely dug into my skin a little too hard, making me wince sharply at the slight pain. So obedient. Wait, please don't tell me like I die right here. Oh, hours have passed now. Horrific intense pain clouded my entire body. I was naked now, laying on plastic film that was covering majority of the cold basement floor. At least he keeps things clean, alright? He's got a nice warm tarp like underneath me. Well, not warm, but still. My ears rang, the music that echoed through the concrete basement going through one ear and out the other. My wrists hurt. My thighs ached. My entire body was screaming. And the entire time Chris was recording all of this, he was filming this all live. As if he was an influencer or something. I could hear him talk the entire time, obviously having a large audience watching him. Oh man, these sick buttholes. I didn't bother opening my eyes. I was too weak to even try to open them. Chris. My throat sings as I croaked out Chris's name. Huh, you're still alive. I feel Chris pick me up by my arms, the pain getting more intense than it already was. Ha! Such a strong spirit you have. He stands me up, my legs shaking underneath me almost immediately. As I struggle to stay standing, I could feel his presence move around the room. The sound of him looking through the box indicated he was gonna use another toy to use on me. I'm running out of time, so... The feeling of a cold, sharp blade ghosting my belly sent chills throughout my body. The soft stinging of the blade cutting my skin would only make me whimper. My voice too gone now to make any actual effort to scream. Oh no! My eyes snap open when I feel the blade deep in my gut, blood spilling out and dripping down my lower body. There we are. You doing okay, ma proye? I could feel a bubble rise in my throat, my voice straining as I struggle to speak. I will speak. Frick you! I scream out in pain when Chris rips a knife out of my stomach and drives it into my chest. My head threw itself forward as I felt my body get heavy and fall forward. Chris would catch me though, holding me up with one hand on my shoulder as the other gripped the knife handle. And I was just starting to like you. With another stab, I could feel my body go limp, finally giving up. Okay, what happens if I keep quiet? Like, maybe I would survive, even though I already have a knife in me. I stayed silent though, my throat hurt like heck, and I couldn't really bring myself together to speak. My head would drop heavy, a shaky sigh leaving my lips once I felt my eyes sting with tears. That's it. So willing to give up for me. I'm going to enjoy every second of this. Chris would pull the knife from my belly and drop me onto my knees. My bones aching even more once I hit the basement floor. You're going to make me so much money, mon proye. What? Anyway, that was Cafe Crush. There's apparently just one other ending in this where Chris ghosts you if you ask him about his scars. So I'm not really gonna cover that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys want to play this for yourself, link to game will be in the description below. Let me know what you guys thought about this game. Yeah, it was kind of twisted, but not as twisted as like some of the other games I played in the past. But hey, yeah, if you guys liked it, why don't you give the developer some love? And anyway, just a quick reminder, okay, this game is meant for an 18+ audience only. So if you are a minor, I would recommend just don't do it. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming. I hope you all have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lionel, signing off. Ciao.